And next thing you know, the session becomes a lot better. You will see how the pictures look at the beginning of the session and then at the end, and you will see that it will be more life. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Thank you for stopping by and rocking with your boy Korey. Once again, I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Now, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos talking about how to make your content better, whether it's photography or videography. And one of the things that I never really hear people talk about, and I think is an aspect that makes any type of content better, is the art of making your client feel comfortable. I guess you can say that's part of customer service in a sense, because even though you're providing a service, it's about an experience as well, right? I remember one of my clients once said to me, she's like, Korey, this photographer I used to use, he was an amazing photographer. His work was awesome, but I no longer go to him because I just did not enjoy the experience. You know, the pictures came out well, but anytime I offered some suggestions, he wasn't for it. He just directed me and told me that's what he wanted to do, and that was that. So I no longer go to him, even though he was a great photographer, just because of the way I felt. And I was a paying client, you know, and I always remember that, you know. And she also said that, like, even if someone is a better photographer, she would go to another photographer that isn't as good because the experience would be better, and the photographer that isn't as good can always grow and learn and become better. So she would choose that over a great photographer with a bad experience any day. You know what? She was telling me the other photographer was better than me. Now, I don't know. I don't claim to be a perfect photographer. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, their pros and cons. So, and everyone has their own style. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, you still have to have the foundation, know how to frame, take pictures, lighting. You still need to know how to do that, of course. But it's been plenty of times that I've had sessions that came out better because the client was collaborating with me. The client was like, oh, what do you think about this? I'm like, yeah. So what I do, I bring a couple concepts. I send a few pictures to the client beforehand and see if that's what they like, the type of posing and different things of that nature. And then once we get on set, we begin to just start shooting using those concepts, but then also experiment at times, just trying different things. One thing that I learned, it's a simple thing that I've learned when shooting with clients that actually kind of makes the mood a little better. If you talk to them, ask them about what kind of music do they like. If you just bring a little speaker just to the shooting location, start playing music, you'll be surprised how people start changing. You know, especially if you're dealing with someone that isn't a model. You know, when you're dealing with people that aren't models, you know, a lot of times they don't feel comfortable being in front of the camera. So when you start playing music, laughing and joking with them, they start to come out that shell, so to say. You know, you always want to be professional, but I've had a client just drink a little bit of wine just to loosen up. It's a few things you can just do that will allow people to come out that shell, be comfortable, and next thing you know, the session becomes a lot better. You will see how the pictures look at the beginning of the session, and then at the end, and you will see that it will be more life in it, right? So like I said, you can have all the techniques, the technical aspects in the world when it comes to taking photos. That's great, but if you don't have a subject that is comfortable and feels good about it, it may not translate onto the pictures. So that's my take on that. That's one thing that I think people don't talk about that they should. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out there, all right? I'm out. Peace.